Thank you for joining us today with our Assuaged team of students. We have Dean Bravo, Lena, and Annette. And today we are discussing the no meat athlete. Can you bodybuild on a vegan diet? So, bodybuilding on a vegan diet. So, there is a theory that most people believe that building muscle on a vegan diet is impossible. However, that is simply not true. There are, in fact, multiple alternative ways to build muscle without the consumption of meat. So, that would be a lot of protein varieties such as peas and beans and all of that. Um, Next slide, building muscle. Protein from animal meat does enhance muscle growth by stimulating hormones like testosterone. However, what is rarely mentioned is that meat is high in fat. Athletes or bodybuilders who consume a high volume of animal fat are subject to health risks such as rapid aging and cancer. A vegan diet is effective in helping to grow muscle mass while keeping you healthy and happy. Um, Plant protein. Plant proteins can be found in vegetables, chickpeas, nuts, seeds, chia and flax seeds, tofu, legumes, quinoa, beans, edamame, soy milk, oats, and sprouted grains. Athletes only need a certain percentage of protein from their daily calorie intake for muscle recovery and growth. Plant proteins are adequate for your bodybuilding needs. They provide you with the phytonutrients and fiber, which are components that animal protein does not contain. Time for discussion. We will have a discussion based on off today's topic. We encourage you to participate in this discussion by sharing your thoughts and ideas. Let's do it.
Discussion question 1. People complain of missing nutrients in a vegan diet. How do we manage that? Well, missing nutrients like calcium that you can get from dairy, vitamins B12 almost exclusively from animals, and D, and omega-3 fatty acids from cold water fish like salmon. You can replace some nutrients with plant-based foods. Otherwise, think about nutrient-fortified foods or supplements. You may need getting enough iron and zinc too, and a dietitian can help as well. So, discussion question 2, are there any vegan athletes or bodybuilders? And the answer is yes. Mike Tyson, Carl Lewis, and Billy Simmons all are vegan athletes. Discussion question 3, what is a vegan bodybuilding diet? Well, first, bodybuilders develop their musculature through intensive training and workout sessions. Due to wear and tear of muscles, bodybuilders need to stay well fed. Nutrition is a significant factor to consider when developing musculature. According to studies, bodybuilders need to increase protein intake to about 0.7 to 1.0 grams per pound of body weight each day. Looks like the bottom of the slide is off there. Although animal source foods are frequently, the purpose is to stimulate optimal muscle growth. Although animal source foods are frequently chosen for bodybuilding due to high protein and calorie content, a vegan diet is just as useful. The vegan bodybuilding diet removes all animal products and typically contains more protein than regular vegan diets. Vegan bodybuilders should carefully plan their diet to ensure they get a sufficient amount of calories and nutrients when working out. Discussion question 4, how to become a vegan bodybuilder. First, stock up on high-protein plant foods. You have to set various high-protein vegan foods such as legumes, tofu, and quinoa to optimize muscle gain. You have to eat enough fats. The recommended fat intake for bodybuilders is 0.5 grams per pound of body weight daily. Almonds, avocados, olives, and pistachios are good options. Number 3, especially this time of year, stay hydrated. Plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, legumes, and grains have high fiber content. Experts recommend a minimum of 1 milliliter of fluid per calorie, and fluid needs may vary when exercising. Calculate nutrient intake. Attention to nutrition levels is necessary. When bodybuilding on a vegan diets exclude many food groups. which may increase the risk of nutrient deficiencies. To ensure optimal muscle gain, you need to know precisely how many nutrients vegan meals provide.
Question number 5, how to build muscle on a vegan diet. Number 1, drink protein shakes daily. You need protein. So the fastest way to ingest the right level is by drinking a protein shake. One with every meal will have an added extra 20 grams of protein. Number 2, replace fiber with more calories. Plant foods rich in fiber like fruits and vegetables need to be eaten less often. They will fill you up quickly. So instead of eliminating those, replace them with high-calorie foods like beans, grains, nuts, and seeds. Number 3, eat more beans. Beans are one of the best sources of protein. Cooked beans are better than canned ones. Always fresh is better. Number 4, replace oils with nuts and seeds. Oils don't have much protein content, so instead of preparing meals with coconut oil or olive oil, use additives with pumpkin seeds or almonds. And number 5, don't be afraid to supplement. Keep an eye out for zinc, vitamin B12, vitamin D, creatinine, and protein supplements, among many others. Discussion question number 6. What are some common challenges a vegan bodybuilder may face? Number 1 is knowing how to begin a vegan bodybuilding strategy that is right for you. And number 2, achieving the support needed to facilitate a generally healthy and happy lifestyle. Question number 7. So what are some myths regarding plant-based bodybuilding? There are several. The first one is, and the most common I think, is people think that there's not enough protein. Examples of primary protein sources are quinoa, broccoli, tempeh beans, and almond butter. A little education and reconditioning really does go a long way when it comes to adopting a vegan diet. Number 2 is deficiency in essential nutrients. You must focus on vitamin-rich foods and natural supplements such as vitamin B12, iron, and zinc. And number 3, you can't build sizable muscle or strength. No credible scientific or actual medical evidence exists to support the idea that a vegetarian bodybuilder can't achieve the same or superior muscularity, proportion, symmetry, and definition as their meat-eating competitors. And number 4, all vegetarians are healthy. Poor food choices are poor food choices, regardless of your diet orientation. So numerous studies, however, do show that those who follow vegetarian diets tend to make healthier choices than the average person. Number 5, it's expensive. A plant-based cuisine revolves around fresh produce, which is typically more affordable than prepackaged and processed foods. And lastly, the diets are boring. This is far from the truth. Eliminating meat actually forces an individual to vary their diet. So the average vegetarian actually eats a far wider range of foods than the average meat eater does. Question number 8. What are some available resources to help those who are interested in becoming vegan bodybuilders? Now, aside from the majority of resources online and articles and blogs that you can read about, there's some really great books you can get your hands on. 3 highly recommended vegan bodybuilding books include The Vegan Muscle and Fitness Guide to Bodybuilding Competitions. This is written by an individual named Derek. He's also a bodybuilder, and I think he also owns a gym as well. And the book covers goals and planning, assesses progress, designing meal plans, and sample meal plans. The third is Shred It, your step-by-step guide to burning fat and building muscle on a whole food plant-based diet. This is written by Robert, and it covers effective goal setting, the best ways to burn fat and build muscle, and it also has 75 vegan recipes for athletes and transformation stories to inspire people. And lastly, the No Meat Athlete Cookbook, whole food, plant-based recipes to fuel your workouts and the rest of your life. This is written by Matt and Stephanie. They are also vegan bodybuilders, and the recipes in this book focus more on protein than any other vegan book or vegan cookbook. And question number 9. How can I be sure that I'm using healthy vegan products in my diet? Just like any food products, vegan food products can also include unhealthy ingredients and have unhealthy amounts of fats and or carbs. So try to avoid buying unhealthy vegan products by number 1, doing your research on the products that you're looking for in order to see the common ingredients within the products. And research which ingredients are healthy and which ingredients are not healthy. And also take a look at the nutrition table labels on the products that you're buying and see if the ingredients are healthy or unhealthy. And see the amount of macronutrients, the fat, protein, carbs, and sugar. All of this are important in adopting a vegan bodybuilding lifestyle that's going to set you up for success.
Discussion question number 10. Do you know of more vegan bodybuilders? So I actually went and Googled some bodybuilders and some vegan bodybuilders, and oh my goodness, if you get a chance, please do it, because these people talk about dispelling the myth of not having any muscle. Oh, these people are so muscular and so in shape. So they are getting extremely fit. So I want to give you a list. The first one is Shelly Beecher. Sorry, my chat box keeps coming up. Shelly Beecher Seisler. Zach, he's a vegan bodybuilder. Naomi Delgado. I looked him up, and he started as a vegetarian when he was born and became vegan, and he has so much muscle mass. It's incredible. Sorry, my chat box keeps coming up. It's Jahina Malik, Mayan Ilasi, Suzanne Lano, Anastasia Zenchenko, and Carl, looks like Bruder. They're all vegan bodybuilders. This is only a list of 8. The list goes on and on. There's about 19 or so that I was just looking at. So if you get a chance, Google those. And vegan bodybuilders are winners. They've won 32 medals at the 2017 Fit Games. And here you can see a picture of what I was talking about, how muscular they can get, sizable muscles. These bodybuilders broke a world record at the 2017 Naturally Fit Games in Austin, Texas, and there's a link there if you want to check that out. Discussion question number 12, and I love this quote. This is a great one. I don't use the word diet. I'm not here to die. I'm here to thrive. It's a lifestyle. And that was an interview with The Insider with Tori Washington, a vegan bodybuilder. So what does he mean by that? He means that the key to his success were simple. An eating plan that's flexible, has variety, and doesn't cut out sweet treats, along with plenty of rest to keep his body in tip-top shape. And there is a link for more information on Tori Washington. And discussion question number 13, what is the biggest challenge for a vegan bodybuilder? And tracking one's vegan muscle building diet. So most plant-based foods are, by their very nature, lower in total calories, protein, and fat. And if you don't track things adequately, there's a decent chance that you'll simply undereat. You may end up consuming too few total calories, not enough protein, or insufficient fat. And this could either significantly negatively impact your gains or eliminate them altogether. So tracking your diet, I know earlier on the slides there were some recommendations about how to get those fats and carbs and the things that a vegan bodybuilder diet needs. And here is a great example of the muscle build that's being built on these vegan diets. They're inspirational. So time for our viewers.
Wonderful. So we're going to be reading your comments, our team of students at Assuaged, and we will be online discussing this with you. We wanted to do this presentation, and mind you, it takes us time to do the presentation and then to get to the comments so we can answer your questions thoughtfully, engage in the conversation. And yeah, we're just really excited, and we do appreciate your viewer comments and input. It allows us to add more value to the knowledge that we're sharing, as well as get better at presenting the knowledge that we're sharing to you. So thank you so much for joining us. We have an amazing team of students, as you can all see all of us on the screen here. We really enjoy doing these presentations, and we will be seeing you next week. Bye, guys.